I just wanna look great for you, great for you. I just wanna look great for you, great for you.
What is up, you guys? I'm Tronster Effects, and today this is going to be a tutorial on how to make a Lightroom slash materials. So basically, if you guys don't know, we hit 100 likes on our last intro, and yeah, I'm gonna just make a tutorial on how to make lighting and a simple matte, because this has been like very requested and stuff. So yeah, now just click on this button right here, because we're going to work on the render settings. So of course I'm going to put in my regular settings. I usually do 1280 by 720. Some people do 1920 by 1080. I really don't see a difference. Frame rate, some people put this to 60, but I'll put this to 30 because RSMB makes it look like basically 60. So yeah, frame range, we're going to put this to all frames. We'll go down here and we'll change this to 300 frames, because 300 frames is basically 10 seconds. So yeah, so now go to save and go to alpha channel. Actually no, go to format and put this to PNG, and then go to alpha channel and check on that. Sorry if I'm talking a bit too fast. You know, I have to go soon because you know it's 8:40 a.m. So yeah, of course you just pause the video if you guys are getting confused. So basically, yeah, go to compositing project files and go to check save. Basically check all these and make sure target application is After Effects. Now go to anti-analyzing. This does matter. So yeah, this does matter. Matters if you have a good computer or not. If you have a bad computer, then just leave this alone. If you have a decent computer, put this to best and put the max level to 1x1 and put the threshold to 8. That's if you have a decent computer. If you have a good computer, put the max level to 2x2. And that's basically it. Now go to options and go to ray depth 6. Put the reflection depth to 2, put the shadow depth to 6. Now go to effect and go to color correction. I usually add a bit of contrast, so go to contrast and put 5. Now go to effect again and go to sharpen filter. I usually put 10. Now go to effect one more time, and we're going to get object glow. And go to my render setting right here and double click and just rename it to something. I'm just gonna rename it to Tronster. Go to render settings, render settings down here, and click on save preset and save it as something. Click OK. If you guys can tell, I already made one right here. So now, after we are finished with the render settings, we are going to work with the actual HDRI. So basically, double click down here, or click create and new material. Then open, double click on the sphere right here, and then this should pop up. Click on map and select it and name it to HDRI. Uncheck specular, go to color. The color doesn't really matter, just put it to random color, I guess. So put this to black, why not? Go to texture, go to gradient, and go to the other side where it's white and double click and put this to black. Now go and click in the middle where the crystal is. Same thing, it's over here, in there, and the same thing over here. So there's 4 crystals, so just click on all of them. So far all this should be black. Now click in the middle, like so, like what we have been doing, but double click this time and put this to white. So between each black color, there's gonna be a white. So like this, basically. Should have this kind of pattern. Just keep doing this for the rest of the crystals that you have left. So boom. Now it should look like this. Of course, you guys can move around the colors a bit, like so. Okay, so basically now it should look like this kind of pattern, like a checkerboard basically. Now just right click on the sphere right here and just I mean just choose Torus down here, or Torus soft shadow. I'm just going to choose soft shadow because honestly I like that one a bit better. Now go to type and put this to V. Put the turbulence to 5 or 6, your choice on that one. Now go to texture and click on the arrow and click on copy channel. Now go to luminance and go to arrow again and click on paste channel. After we do that, go to mix strength and put this to about 25 would work. Now go to brightness right here and put this to 50. Now it should look kind of grayish right here, and that's what we kind of want it to look like basically. So now if we exit out here, click on this kind of floor-ish kind of picture next to the camera, click and hold and click on sky. Click and hold and basically, you know, move around and go on sky and, you know, let go. Now I'm gonna rename this by how to rename the sky. Either double click on sky or click on sky and click enter and just rename. I'm gonna rename it to Hdri. I'm gonna put this on, and when we put it on, it should look like this. It looks very weird, like you guys won't be used to it basically. So basically, click on Hdri, the sky layer. Right click, go to Cinema 4D tags and click on compositing. Now go to scene by camera and uncheck that. So basically we are done with our Hdri. Now it's time to work on our matte. So first of all, we're going to work on the text and stuff. So basically click on the camera right here and a camera should pop up. Go to this weird ass kind of thing, click and hold and go over to the circle and let go. Go to camera, go to down here where it says position, size, and rotation. Put all this to 0 and click enter. Now go to Z and put this to negative 1700, like so. Now go to focal length, make sure your camera is still selected. Go to focal length and put this either to 25 or 20. Basically what this is basically FOV on your camera. It makes it look way better if you add a lot. I mean not really a lot, but it just looks a bit better if you add a bit of FOV. This is what I do. Usually I put 20, but for this tutorial I'm gonna put 25 just for, you know, tutorial purposes. So now click and hold your camera and drag it to your circle and drag it until it has an arrow down and then let go. That means your circle and camera is connected. Now go to mode graph and mode text. Go to object and go to middle. Now go to horizontal. No, I don't know what I'm doing now. Go to text and rename it to something. We're gonna rename this to name. And choose a font. I'm going to choose Space Comics and go to Y and put this to -100 or until it looks centered. -100 looks centered with this font. So now just like zoom out like this with this button right here, and this button next to it. The first button just to move around, second button to zoom in and out, third button to rotate, and fourth button different positions of your text. So make sure your mode text is still selected. Go to depth and put this to 60, and go to Z and put this to -30. Now copy paste this layer by selecting mode text and clicking Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Now go to depth and put this to 80. Now go back to the Z right here and put this to -40. Now it should be centered. Now click on the mode text that is 60 depth and go to mode text and go to start and put this and click on cap and go to fill cap. Same thing to end, click on cap and go to fill cap and go to radius and put this to 4 and go to steps and put this to 6. Same thing to the other one, radius to 4 and steps to 6. Now go to the other mode text that has 80 depth and go to caps and go to start and cap, go to fill cap. Same thing to end, click on cap and click on fill cap. Go to radius, put this to 2 and put these steps to 4. Same thing to the other one, put this to 2 and put this to 4. Okay, sorry about that interruption, guys. My mom just went in my room. I don't know why. But anyways, okay, so after you guys add radius 2 in steps 4 and radius 2 in steps 4, get out of that and go to our camera by selecting this button right here. It's kind of like a square with something in the middle. Just click on that, and when it's white, that means you're in it, and when it's not white, that means you're not in the camera. So let's get in the camera and go to circle and use the rotation tool right here and rotate it a bit. I'm gonna rotate basically like this. Okay, before we make the materials, go to mode, go to project and go to default object color and put this to 80% gray. Now go to linear workflow and uncheck that. That just makes the text look way better. So yeah. So now go to Google and just type in textures, if you guys can tell. Type in textures. And yeah, you should find one. I'm gonna use this one right here. So basically, you know, just right click, save image as, and click save. But I already done that. So basically, create a new material by double clicking, or you know, clicking this, create a new material. Double click. I'm gonna just rename it to something. I'm gonna rename it to blue. I go to color, and we are going to put the color to a kind of light bluish, 150, and that. I kind of like this blue. Now go to texture, click on the arrow, go to load image, and go find your texture that you just downloaded, and click on it and click open, and this should pop up. Click no and go to sampling, put this to none. So basically go to mix strength, and we're gonna put this down to about 15 so we can barely see it. Go back to the arrow right here and click copy channel, go to diffusion and go to the arrow again near texture, click paste channel and put this down to about 40 or 50, 40 to 20, but I'm gonna put this in the middle, so about 30. That should look like this about. Now go to luminance and go back to the texture and click on the arrow, click on paste channel once again, and this should happen. This does not look good, so turn down the brightness all the way down, put the mix strength to 5, and now it should basically look back to normal, but you know, a bit different. You know, just it's all about messing with the settings. So yeah, I'm gonna put this to 3 actually, 3 or 2. But yeah, I'm just gonna put it to 3. Go to reflection. Now we're going to put this back to the same color that you put on color. So remember all these numbers right here. Mine's 150 and 0. Now go to texture and click on the arrow and click paste channel. Just mess with the settings. Put this to like about 50 or 40. So basically like that. Now go to bump. Go to texture again and click paste channel, and now this is where all the basically how it kind of looks in a way. So I'm gonna put the strength down to 8. Now go to specular and go to mode and put this to metal. Now put this color right here, specular color, to like your same color that you put up here. If you have older version of Cinema 4D, I have R15. there should be something called specular color. Either just don't use it, or you know, just check it and just put the same color as you put in color. I have R15, so you know it's all together. Now right click on the sphere and click on any of these. Basically, a lot of people use not, a lot of people use this. I'm gonna use sphere. Now just copy this material by doing Control C and Control V. Now double click and type in silver. Now the only thing you really will mess with is the color of it, so put everything into white, like this, and go to bump, and I'll usually lower this down. And now we are finished with the material. Now we're going to put this on. So normally if you guys just put this material on, wait, I'm gonna turn off luminance real quick. Matters if you like bright materials or not, because luminance will just make it brighter. But if you guys don't like bright materials, then uncheck that basically. So if we just put it on like this, it's gonna look bad, trust me on that, guys. It's gonna look really bad. If you guys can easily tell by this, it looks really bad. So basically, select both of these materials by click and, you know, drag over them, or click on one material and click shift and click on the other. Go to projection and click on cubic and seamless right here. Check on that. Go to tiles U and put this to 2, and same thing to tiles V. Put that to 2. Now if we pre-render that, it's a bit dark, a bit too bright, so we're going to position it pretty well. Okay, so if you guys can easily tell, that's way too much bump. So I'm gonna lower this down to 2, but lower down the strength of the blue to 6. Let's see how this looks. Okay, this looks a bit better, but silver is a bit too bumpy in a way. Okay, that looks way better. So that's basically the tutorial on how to make simple mats and all. It's very easy to make this, not really too hard, honestly. So if we just, you know, switch them, basically same thing. That's way too bumpy. Okay, yeah, that's way better. So basically, that is it for the tutorial on how to make simple mats and a Lightroom. If you guys want more tutorials, just tell me in the comments below. And of course, have a nice day, and peace out.